Hello, peeps. Yes, I'm back, and you're welcome back once again. There's this thing I just want us to quickly have a discussion on, and it has to do with setting boundaries with other gender in relationship. Either we're, about to get married or we are married. Yes, God created us to have relationship, and God loves relationship. We have friends before we meet whoever that you want to get married to, or whoever you are married to, if you're married now presently. But I found out that even in marriage or in relationship that's or with intending couples, let me put it that way, men and women both have friends. And what I find absurd is when you as a man have a bestie in another woman or another girl, and you as a woman has a bestie in another man or a guy, for instance. I mean, it's absurd. It's absurd. I mean, there's something wrong in you having a relationship, but a lot is wrong when you have, a bestie with opposite sex and you're not setting boundaries. For instance, you have a relationship already, or you're married, and your husband has a bestie in another woman, and is that bestie that the man discusses everything with about his home. It's very wrong. And you as a woman also do same. It's actually very wrong because number one, you are now married or you're about to get married. Everything that has to do with you, your relationship, should be with you. There's no point externalizing your situation and issues. And this is how the devil comes into a marriage. I have I have a problem with the fact that you have issues and your bestie in another gender will see your wife, for instance, as a man, and cannot even greet or say, "Oh, we're telling you, I know you're my friend as a man, but I don't like your wife." Who is she to say that? That's the truth. Who is she to say that? Or you are married now, and your friend, a man, sees your husband and say, "Oh, so this is the kind of person you marry," and you condemning the man, and you also say, "Oh, even the man is that." I have an issue with that. And it's happening a lot that you see, your ex, maybe your ex, so in quote, or your friend. It might not even be ex, it could be friend, but you're close. You don't even know whether that lady is even thinking, "Oh, maybe the man is coming to propose, to me or something." And unfortunately, the man go the other way, and it is another woman. And you're now saying that is your bestie. "Oh, we've been friends for so long," and the lady is interested in everything happening in your home or the man. It is absurd. It is very wrong. And so for me, you cannot say you have a bestie, in another gender when you're married, honestly. Because most of the time, it's actually kind of creates, problems. And when everything about your home is a point of discussion with your bestie, then that home is open to destruction. And most of the time, we externalize a lot of our issues. We discuss we're thinking, "Oh, because I have issues at home, okay, let me get a friend to discuss with," and that friend happens to be your ex or your bestie. We must learn to set boundaries in relationship. Honestly, you have to set boundaries in relationship. There's certain discussions that should not even occur with the opposite sex or the other gender once you're married. Because let me tell you something, especially when you have issues in your home, you are vulnerable at that time. And when you seek counsel from the opposite sex, of course, definitely, or especially your bestie in quote, or your friend in quote, hello, Oga and Madam, you get a contrary view, because you can't even be sure whether that person has another agenda. So we need to be careful. We need to be very, very careful as married people who we expose, our issues to and our home to. We have to. Yes, we have to. And so you need to set boundaries. And secondly, another boundary that we need to set is the fact that, honestly, once you're married, whoever that want to be your friend, if the person does not like your husband or cannot relate to your husband or relate to your wife, then there's no relationship. And that's the truth. Because you can't tell me you love me as a woman and you won't love my husband. Do you get it? We can't be that close. You have to set that boundary. It must be there. You have to set boundaries to say, "Oh, this kind of discussion, ends with me and my husband, and not the opposite side. We need to tread softly. And these are the little things that we do that is actually exposing our home to a lot of dangers. We need to be sensitive. We need to understand all these little tips, and it will help us a lot. Thank you, and I'll see you another time. Bye for now. God bless you.